Welcome back to the last day of Classical Coffee for September. This week we've been exploring the magic of Mozart in anticipation of the concert tomorrow night at the Zeiterion Theater. One of the enduring legacies of Mozart is the sheer quantity of masterpieces he composed in every genre in such a short life. In his last 3 years alone, he composed his last 3 symphonies, all completed within 50 days, 3 operas, 3 piano trios, 2 piano concertos, 2 piano sonatas, 3 string quartets, the clarinet quintet in A, and the clarinet concerto. Wow! No other composer can match such an incredible output of sheer genius in such a short time. The last piece on Saturday's program will be his Symphony No. 41 in C major, often called the Jupiter Symphony. While that term wasn't Mozart's, it certainly describes the power, scope, and majesty of this work. This week, I've quoted Leonard Bernstein a lot in talking about Mozart, and here's one last quote to share. He said, "It is hard to think of another composer who so perfectly marries form and passion." One consistent aspect of Mozart's genius is his ability to reconcile opposites, form and passion, pathos, joy, dark and light. This opposition and reconciliation of disparate expressive elements, a sort of duality of expression, gives his music its incredible power and appeal, and most likely mirrored fundamental aspects of his inner life as well. We saw this in the first day when we talked about the great overture to Don Giovanni, and it's present here in the symphony as well. The first movement opens with 3 powerful strokes of the orchestra, which are then immediately answered by a softer, questing, searching line in the violins. This pattern is repeated on another pitch level, and then the movement is often a broad exploration of these 2 contrasting elements. The second theme returns in mood to that softer initial response from the opening bars. The second movement of this symphony is, for me, one of Mozart's purest creations. Another study in reconciliation. In this case, between the serenity of the opening theme and the stormy, syncopated, contrasting element that follows. The movement follows that same sequence of working out and finally resolving the delicate tensions between these ideas. The third movement returns to the bright and assertive quality of the beginning movement. A stately theme sounds out, which is then contrasted by a softer, sighing element that opens the trio, which is itself interrupted by an almost strident pre-hearing of the opening theme of the next movement. Quite ingenious. The final movement, with its famous 4-note motive, represents one of the most exhilarating demonstrations of contrapuntal skill by any composer not named Bach. Mozart combines that most intellectual of musical forms, contrapuntal writing, with melodic material of such compelling energy that it seems the movement might explode at any moment. This is Mozart's final expressive duality of opposites, form and passion, reconciled on a huge level. The opening theme, which was hinted at in the previous movement, gives rise to a succession of subsidiary themes, 5 in all, which Mozart treats skillfully in various combinations. But it is in the magnificent coda to this movement where Mozart's stunning contrapuntal mastery is revealed. He takes all 5 themes that he's presented and combines them at the same time in a stunning tour de force of skill. Thanks for joining us for Classical Coffee this week. We hope you've enjoyed exploring the magic of Mozart, and we look forward to seeing you at the concert tomorrow night.